What's up, Wisconsin? This is Raised in Wisco. I'm your host, Joel Clayfish. Alongside of me, the side-winding, slathering, hunting-ness.
Slathering.
I don't even know what that means. Puts her hand under rocks, climbs rocks, sideways banana riding, fishingest, huntingest woman I've ever met. Danielle Fairman. Woo woo!
Hello, everybody. That was a heck. That was the best intro I've
No,
ever had.
that wasn't the best one because I had a whole
There
bunch
was a
of
lot
them
of
lined
energy.
up. It was energy, but I've got I
What do you
want
have?
to I want to incorporate atlatl into it because we
yeah,
talk
an
about an atlatl, and I think we should actually try to hunt with an atlatl at some point.
Actually hunt?
Well, yeah,
I'm
they
in. I'm
hunt.
down for hunt a
That's
target.
what they're for.
I understand. Have you used one of those? No. It is the most complicated thing.
No.
I need to be there for you first.
If I'm
throw.
cooking, I struggle to use an ladle, so I don't think I'd be.
I'm struggling to
do you
follow you
throw
guys.
Okay. Hey,
atlatl.
that's
the
chef.
best thing ever.
Certified French award-winning chef, culinarian, the chefery of the show, Ellie Lawton, who we are lucky enough. You had a
I have
little week
returned.
off. You're returned. It's back. It's
Welcome.
great
We've
to have you
missed
back on the
you.
show.
I have returned from the depths of my kitchen.
Well, I can appreciate that. You have a very busy time going on right now into fall. You got horses.
Yes.
It's hunting season and
yes,
cooking season.
lots of big stuff at work
and
going on.
food
It
shows
is
and-
food show season.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's much better. I mean, I used to love TV shows, man, but food shows, that sounds awesome.
They're the
I'd
best.
be in for
Food's
that
my
one.
favorite
I've got
thing.
the coolest
Food is
job
my
in the
favorite
world.
dish. Yes, I wouldn't disagree with that. Hey, we got Noah Morris, and if you're watching us today, I just want to explain. This is Studio B. This is WFSH Studio B.
2.0.
2.0. Noah Morris, our field producer. We are in his studio at his home because there's an internet outage in the area of the studio tonight. So we were fortunate enough to come to Lynn and Noah's studio at their home, WFSH Studio 2.0. In an undisclosed location, which is
Yes,
underground,
this is
which
very
is weird.
secret.
Yeah, we're
literally
underground. Noah doesn't have a mic, but
Noah
he's
doesn't
smiling.
have a mic, but he's smiling. Ooh, that's when
If
I
you
get to
don't see us
interpret
next
what
week,
he's saying.
Say something.
Oh, this is actually really interesting because we can talk to Noah, but he can't talk back.
Right.
And I was just going to tell Noah, I like his hair. It has recently grown.
Just in 1 week.
You do know
Yeah.
that hair continually grows.
Oh, I know that, but it's noticeably longer today. And I was gone for a week, and clearly he takes hair vitamins.
Oh, do you take hair vitamins, Noah?
He's saying no.
Noah's shaking his head.
Oh, he's getting
Noah's
ready for
getting
winter.
ready for winter, and he clearly can't find a hat, so he's growing his hair out. I guess that's why I'm doing it too.
Yeah. That's
Oh my
what
gosh,
you're doing
I'm
it for.
so jacked today. We have a really, really cool guest
Yes.
that
Yes.
Danielle, you found her, and what an awesome thing. We've got a guest with us today who is into holistic skin care, body care, health care, right? I mean, is that a good way to say it? Allison Clark is with us. Allie, you have like a whole thing going on of like utilizing, taking, using the earth for what it's for, really.
For what it's for. I like that one.
I mean, that's pretty exciting.
I have a lot in my basket. Yes.
I
She
think,
literally has a basket.
I think she said that. I think she meant that metaphorically and literally
Yes.
as well.
A
Yes.
basket full.
You do have a basket. That's a
I do.
fair-
This is one
a
of my
great
small
basket.
baskets, but yeah.
I'll be honest. I have this thing that I love, like woven baskets.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Yes, because everywhere you travel in the world, including like South Africa and Europe, they have different ways of weaving baskets, and there's
Yes.
almost always local
They're
baskets.
beautiful.
You
I do
can
love
find.
baskets.
But before we get into Allie and the fantastic products, which she brought a ton of, which by the way all smell awesome.
Yeah, you introed Danielle and said slathering. I'm like, we're literally slathering.
That's
tonight.
where I was getting it from. I had one of the Yellow Heart Sisters. I have one of the products. I was putting it
Life Bar?
on my
What do you call it?
cracking
Life Bar.
Life
knuckles.
Bar.
Your hands
The
look
Life
much
Bar.
nicer now than they did
I-
before.
So
That's
much
not a high
nicer.
bar. I had like total man hands that were all cracked, but I used the Life Bar on them. Not only do they feel fantastic, but I think they're going to actually help me be a better hunter.
Probably.
yeah.
Will make perfect sense. Yes.
Maybe.
We should put some estrus in there.
We can I'm thinking
I'm gonna pass.
we should gift it for Christmas to all of our
Hey.
favorite friends.
Leave the makeup of the products to the masters, okay?
We'll do. We'll do.
Hey, let's do
random ideas.
let's do our weekly Wiscos, because what an exciting week it is in Wisconsin, and we had the opening of hunting.
Yes.
Several hunting seasons opened. And now next week, as a matter of fact, today is the opener of turkey and white-tailed deer hunting, which is very exciting. And to me, people say, oh, you love hunting, you love hunting, you love hunting. But you know what it is? I love eating. So I love to eat the new organic meats that you're able to harvest in the field.
Yes.
So I'm going to say my weekly Wisco was I got out goose hunting. It was tough this year.
Yes.
The flyways change every year. There are, slight changes in those flyways. I hunt a lot in the western Waukesha County area. There just are not the local geese around that there usually are. But we had that cold snap there for a while. We're back warm again. We already saw some migrators come around, and we were able to harvest enough so that I know Chef Lawton's going to be able to come up with something fantastic with some goose. At least that's what I hope. That's my weekly Wisco. That's the exciting thing I did outside. Danielle, what do you got?
My exciting thing was I went out on my last fishing tournament of the year.
Oh,
Bass fishing tournament.
How'd you do?
wonderful.
I got 3 bass, a total of 9 pounds something.
Hey, heck
It
yeah.
was massive.
Whoa.
So the best I've ever
So
done.
wait a minute. You got that? You're averaging
PR.
3 pounds plus per
yeah,
bass?
I've never seen such big bass. Like
Wow.
this sounds super weird.
You could put your fist in
I
their
put my
mouth.
whole fist
You
in their
noodled
I
the
knew you
mouth.
were
bass,
gonna say-
Danielle. You're supposed to use a pole, not your arm for bass
Dang,
fishing.
damn it, I got
That
it
is
wrong.
awesome.
I did it wrong again. But then,
Danielle's the only gal
Allie
I know
Clark
that
brought her
noodles
basket,
bass.
and you
Yep.
caught the bass.
there
It's
we go.
perfect.
Yes.
But then I had a wedding reception on Sunday.
Okay.
So with my bass fishing girlfriend. So she's the one that got me into the
Ah.
club, and I was standing at her wedding.
Hmm.
And I was gone for
Aw.
that week.
So
So
you-
she had the reception this
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad. Wow, that's
That's
what a great
great.
weekend. Did you
It
get
was-
out hunting at all?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I know you
Well,
will.
Yep.
I know you will.
We went out dove hunting an opener though.
Oh,
so we
oh, that's
went
right.
dove hunting.
Well, you did get out hunting.
Well, that was the prior week. I'm talking
Yeah.
about this
Mhm.
week.
That's okay.
Last week.
That still counts. Chef Lawton, what do you got?
I have 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
whoa.
I'm making up for last week.
That
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense.
That's fair.
So I can't decide which one to do first. I'm going to do the food first. So Megan Salazar, her wonderful,
Our Facebook czar,
yes,
Megan Sala, Facebook
her
czar.
wonderful mother came to town. She lives in Florida for a visit, and I made a 7-course French dinner for her and her
7
family.
course.
Unbelievable.
7 courses. We ate for 3 hours. It was wonderful.
Aw.
We loved it. Traditional French meal. And then my outdoor weekly Wisco is I got my first goose band.
You did
what?
not.
Yeah, you did. That was awesome.
I did.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
I was
exciting.
so excited. Yes. So
No
I
way.
did.
Did you jump for joy? Did you scream? What did you do?
I
feel
just was
would've
like, that's
screamed.
awesome.
That was it. Oh.
You don't seem like you're a very good gift receiver.
I'm not. It's a, I'm,
That was awesome. I get a
yes.
goose band.
There,
I'm tearing
there.
around the field wetting my pants.
Yes.
yeah.
I was probably more excited
Yeah.
right now than you were.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Nice.
Well,
Yes.
that's,
for you.
Yes.
that is one heck of an exciting weekly Wisco, if you
Yeah.
ask me. If
Yeah, it was
if I had
great.
gotten a goose band, I'd still probably be running around the field.
I
I
got
don't
my
even know if I'd be
pinky
there.
like walking around with it.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Yes.
Allie Clark, did you do anything nice in the outdoors this past couple of weeks?
Absolutely.
What do you got?
I went hen hunting.
What?
Oh,
Hen
yes.
of the woods?
Yes.
Hen of the woods
Oh,
season.
and
It's the best time of
Jacob,
the year.
does that qualify as a dad joke?
Absolutely, sir. Whatever you say counts as a dad joke. I can write that down.
Oh boy. Well, at least Jacob's not patronizing me. I'm gonna count. I went hen hunting.
Allie, did you find any?
There are baby hens out there in our area.
Yeah.
Talk
Have
to us
not
about that.
harvested.
Oh,
So hen of the woods is also the maitake mushroom,
Mm-hmm.
and it grows abundantly in our area at the base of oak
Yes.
trees, starting around September 1st and going through about Halloween. So all of September and October, We can walk around the base of large oak trees and check and see if there is a giant blossoming mushroom there at the base. And
Yeah.
sometimes there's up to 5, and they can be literally as large as a big chicken or small hen.
Okay, now see,
Actually, up to even 20 pounds.
we're in the food
not joking.
category
Yeah.
already.
Ask her what she does with it afterwards.
I'm
I
just-
never thought about doing this until she
Okay,
started talking
that's
about
first. I'm going to go with this. It's radio, so we have to describe to people what it looks like. Describe what it looks like, so someone.
Well,
we
I
don't
said
want people out there hunting and eating
a
poison
hen
mushrooms.
of the woods. Hen of
Yeah.
the woods is a really easy, great first mushroom to find because
Okay.
you know
Delicious.
exactly when to find it and exactly where to find it, and I can give a fairly good description. You can also Google what it looks like.
Sure, yeah.
But it
Google
literally
Docs.
only grows there. Some people say it may a couple other places, but it grows at the base of large oak trees, and there can be 1 to 5 around it.
Around the base.
And they're like brown, gray, and they almost have they have like petals, and they're big. So there's nothing else that looks like it.
I think they're very pretty, actually.
Oh, they are.
I think they're
Yes.
actually
Right,
very
they're
pretty.
gorgeous.
Now, what do you do with it when you find these?
You cook them up in a pan with butter and garlic.
Oh,
That's how we love
boy.
to do it all.
That's what you do. It's
Everything.
basically a
Gosh.
vessel for butter
But
and garlic.
Yes.
What was the other way that you were talking about?
So once you've eaten as much as you possibly can and shared as much as you can with your neighbors and friends, then it's a great mushroom to dehydrate because they're so large and abundant.
Ah,
So you break it apart. Don't ever wash a mushroom.
really?
Just leave it.
Don't
leave
wash a mushroom.
Don't wash a mushroom. That dirt from those base of the oak trees and the pristine, beautiful woods and the kettle moraine, you want that. So you just leave that. Little bit of twigs and dirt and stuff, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt you.
It's not going to hurt you. It's probably going to
Really?
help you. So you
Okay.
just don't wash a mushroom because also you would never forage a mushroom from a place that wasn't totally clean. You wouldn't forage it from where there might be chemicals or pesticides.
You wouldn't forage it from the edge of a dumpster on the corner
Or a
of Fifth and
landfill.
Cherry.
If they're there, you just leave those. You just leave
Definitely
them.
not
I don't think
there.
I'll ever be there anyway. So
So yeah, they're coming from nature. They're gorgeous. They're delicious. They're healthy. They're so healthy.
What do they taste like in comparison to a store purchased mushroom that you might be thinking of, like a button mushroom or another type of mushroom?
How to describe? Oh, it's just the umami. You know, it's incredible.
I think they
it's
almost
just
have
the
like
texture.
a buttery but like woody flavor a little bit. I don't know.
They're just so good.
They're delicious.
Yeah.
And they're so
Making
good
me-
and they're so healthy. So we eat as much as we can and then we put them in the dehydrator. So this was their first. So, I'll get into this, but there was Yellow Heart Sisters first is the self-care products you were talking about.
Yes.
But then I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. And so 5 years into that, I started in the mushroom department and in the herbalism and then the food that we can get. Wellness of the Woods started from this particular mushroom.
Ah, very
I love
good.
that.
Because
That's
this
great.
mushroom has so much wellness.
Well, there wasn't mushroom in the industry, but you found
Oh,
some, and you're one
boy.
heck of a fun guy.
Oh,
my
Don't
gosh.
You
say
try.
me.
I
For the
can't
win.
help it.
For the win.
Food, forage, hunting,
Oh,
fishing.
my.
This is raised in Wisco. This is Raised in Wisco, your one-stop shop for everything in the great outdoors of the great state of Wisconsin. I want to welcome our new civic media partners in Michigan and Minnesota.
Yes.
Yeah,
Welcome,
neighbors.
We're
welcome.
going to do our very best to make sure we don't talk about football rivalries with the new members from Michigan and Minnesota. Raised in Wisco is now on 23 radio stations throughout Wisconsin. So wherever you are in Wisconsin and now on the borders of Wisconsin and into some of our fellow neighboring states, please check us out. You can hear us on all civic media stations Saturdays at 11 o'clock. And if you miss it,
Ooh.
Danielle, where can they find it?
If you miss it, you can say, "Hey Google, play Raised in Wisco,"
Heck yeah.
and it will bring you to Spotify and or Apple. You can find all of our previous shows on there, and then as well as YouTube, Facebook, and then of course the radio.
Wow. I think that there is no excuse not to listen to Raised in Wisco. Listen, if
There's
you're a
no
first-time
excuses.
listener, we have an absolute blast here. We laugh with and at ourselves.
Yes.
We talk about everything from the great outdoors of Wisconsin that you can take with you into the great indoors of Wisconsin to put on your dinner table, how to entertain yourself free of charge with Mother Nature at the helm. It's literally God's glory for us to take advantage of, and it's fantastic. We love having you along, and I'm just really
Yes.
excited. And I don't think we could have a more apropos guest than Allie Clark
Mhm.
to
Very
talk about
excited.
what it's like to use what Mother Nature provides to better your life. Allie, you have a company that's called, which I want to get to the bottom of this too. Yellow Heart Sisters is the name of your company, and you make these natural products from things that occur in the earth. How on earth did that start? Where'd the name come from? And what's it about?
Well, I started Yellow Heart Sisters 10 years ago. And at that point, if you think back, you might remember some of the things that we didn't have 10 years ago, which was a natural organic pit paste / deodorant that
Mhm.
works.
How
Yeah.
did you come up with pit paste
I love Pit
I
Paste.
love
from
it.
deodorant?
It's a great name.
How did that happen?
I made it sticky so that
Ah.
it wouldn't just slip off during the day. And I didn't want it to be wet like some of the natural deodorants that
Yeah.
existed.
Yes.
Now we've got a lot of great options, and it's not as pressing of an issue as it was 10 years ago. When people didn't know. And I
Mhm.
feel like we've come really a long way and people know this now. But mine is like not just natural, it's food grade. Like it's things that
Oh.
if you're going to put it on your body, especially in your armpits,
Right.
Mhm.
which
Yes.
are where we have lymph nodes and we
Mhm.
have our breast health and we have all sorts of really important equipment in there, very
Mhm.
sensitive area. It should really be food grade,
Yeah.
not just aluminum free. That's a good start, but really, a next level. I call it beyond organic.
I
Mm.
don't think
I
a
love
lot
that.
of people
It smells so good.
consider. Yes, and I have some right here. Pit paste, it says, for all mankind. Is this the man's version?
Yes,
Is that
because
why it
Yellow
says
Heart
it?
Sisters is a very feminine brand.
It's a very feminine sounding brand, but it doesn't scare me off. I'm going to tell you that, and I want to know where that name came from. This smells fantastic, and
Thanks.
I'm to the point, I don't think most people even realize what they put on their body in the absorption of your skin
Mhm.
that goes right into your bloodstream.
Yep.
And I think that is something that's interesting to talk about. I don't think a lot of people talk about that.
I feel like people are a lot better. I feel like we know and now you walk into even like a Sierra Trading Post or TJ Maxx. Like every place has some great natural options. Mine is a next level, but even that, like that fact that we've come that far is fantastic.
Mhm.
Good. How did you start the company and where the name come from?
Well, I just Googled, I got frustrated with what was currently available. And I just Googled up how to make it myself. And being a cook in my kitchen, I just mixed up a batch and I loved it.
That's awesome.
Easy peasy.
Just like
Just
that.
like that. So that means
So
anybody
basically,
can
it
do
was
it.
gifted from God. I'm not a chemist. I have a marketing background.
And now over the years, you just continue to produce more items. What are the other items that you make?
Well, I just kind of expanded from basically I replaced everything in my bathroom that I was using that I was buying from a store with
Yeah.
something that I could make myself with natural ingredients. What's a small thing, but not a small thing?
What is that?
Dry shampoo.
Oh,
What?
Oh, I
yes.
could use some
Dry
right
Yes.
shampoo
Okay.
is a really big deal.
What is dry shampoo?
now. Have you never used dry shampoo with your curly
I'm surprised
locks?
you haven't, Joel.
How have you?
I don't know, but Danielle, thank you for mentioning my curly locks.
You're welcome, Fabio.
My flow, I think it grew last night.
Are you taking hair supplements?
I do take hair samples.
You sounded like the lion from Wizard of Oz, and your hair kind of looks like it too. if you only had a heart.
Dorothy. Well, if you only had a brain. And touche.
Okay, if we only had some dry shampoo, tell us about that.
All right, fill me in on
Oh
Put me in on dry shampoo.
Well, think of it this way. You can save ladies can save an hour a day if we don't have to take a full shower, spend
That's
all the
true for
water,
me, for sure.
spend all the water, all the money on all the products, and the time getting ready. You can just put on a little dry shampoo, a little bit of mascara, and out you go.
So the dry shampoo gets rid of the oil. So you put like just the powder on your scalp and you just rub it in a little bit with your fingers.
It
and then you
absorbs
can
the
brush.
moisture at the
Yeah.
roots.
So does it
So it
work
gets
for
rid of-
fine hair? Because
It
I
works
have
for
a lot of
fine
hair, but I have fine hair, and I've tried so many dry shampoos over the years, and I just can't find one that I like.
I'm glad we met today.
Yeah, and we
Aw.
happen to be neighbors.
You guys are neighbors.
Good
There's-
Lord,
No,
the
it
universe
does.
is awesome.
I have very fine hair as well, and it's amazing. It's a game changer. I can't believe I didn't know about it till I was 36 years old. I used to have to wash
Wow.
my hair every single day.
Yeah.
And you strip your body of the natural oils, and we have like this microbiome thing that protects us on our skin.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm really jacked to keep talking about
We still
this
haven't
stuff.
got
I
to the
think I
one
know
thing
what
I
it-
was excited
Well,
about.
we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk more about food because we've got
Yay!
two culinary experts and two really good eaters here today.
Yes.
This is Raised in Wisco! If you want to learn about the great outdoors of Wisconsin, or you like to eat, which I think encompasses everybody, which is one of the things I absolutely love. I do not care where your political or life philosophies are. Everybody needs to eat.
Correct.
And
Amen.
one of my favorite sayings in the whole world is, "Are you hungry? I could eat."
I can eat. Yeah.
I say that
We
all the
could
time. I could
all
eat.
I could eat. I could eat. And I love the fact that in Wisconsin, you literally have this plethora of natural things that occur in and around where we live, no matter where you live in the state, that are fantastic to put on the table and fantastic to put on your body, as we're learning today. I mean, what a cool guest we have.
Yes.
Allie Clark is here. She's got her own company, which is called the Yellow Heart Sisters. And you literally take natural products from the earth, completely unadulterated, and turn them into healthcare products for your body.
Exactly.
Was that a good? Did I get that
Exactly.
pretty close?
Yes. Yes. I actually have two brands now. My second brand happened about halfway through my entrepreneurship decade here, these last 10
Okay.
years. And it actually happened with an initiation moment.
Oh.
Oh.
This is
Tell us
exciting.
about
Yeah,
this.
do tell.
Do we
Well-
need to light candles?
We could. We could.
Oh.
Okay.
But one day I was bit by a brown recluse spider.
Ah.
No.
And
In
I-
Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin, I spent a lot of time outdoors. I don't know. I didn't see it happen, but I woke up with this wound that looked a lot like and became very much like.
Wait, you got it in our neighborhood? I'm going to need to go home and burn the place down, okay?
It's never happened since.
I'm never sleeping again. Thank you so
Chef
much.
Lawton, are you
It
not a
is-
fan of
I am-
spiders?
Across
It
the
only
road,
happened
it
once.
went to your house.
I will not be sleeping ever again. Thank you.
We do
Holy
have.
cow.
I mean, I
We
think
do have them, though. I've seen them.
it was a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
Because I used to walk around our beautiful Kettle Moraine neighborhood or, nature and think, gee, I wish I knew the name of all those amazing green wild plants. Maybe someday. And then
then
once
someday happened.
someday came and
Yeah.
bit me.
It
You know
literally
where.
bit you.
You know where.
The hindquarters.
Really?
I must have
Okay.
sat on it.
Oh, no.
Sure.
I don't know why it would have bit me otherwise. But so then I became very motivated to figure out how to heal myself.
Mm.
And because you can either take a risk with the wild plants right outside your door, or you can take a risk at the hospital. The choice is yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, let me just try to heal myself if I can with the wild plants that are right outside my door. And then I discovered things like plantain, not the
Okay.
banana, but the
Okay.
green plant
All
that grows
right.
abundantly. We even call it white man's footprint. It's everywhere.
in
and it-
Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin, it's a lot of
And
places.
this is a remedy for
Bee
brown
stings,
recluse bee sting.
mosquito bites,
any
any
venomous
drawing,
kind of-
venomous, yes, snake bites. It's a good one to know. It's
Really?
called, I teach it to my homeschool groups. Pretty much the first plant I'll teach in any wild foraging herbalism, plantain.
Really?
It can save your life.
I want to sign up
So
for your
did you
homeschool
use
group.
this
right?
when you were bitten by the brown recluse?
So yeah, so you pick some plantain, which is growing everywhere around you, literally, unless you've had someone unfortunately spray chemicals and kill it. But it's there. It's just waiting to bring us health and nourishment and save your life.
Wow,
What
that
are the
is
top,
a
what are the top
fascinating
5
story.
plants in everyone's yard that we should be using?
Top 5 plants in everyone's yard in Wisconsin that we should be using are plantain, yarrow. Yarrow is also known as soldier's woundwort. Achilles used to use it on the battlefield to save people's lives from deep wounds. This is before we had antibiotics.
Like
so
the Achilles, the
Yes.
Greek Achilles.
Greek mythology.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
This is interesting.
His mother dipped him in a vat of yarrow, and that's how he was protected, except for his
Really?
Achilles heel.
That sucker's all I
It's
ever
the real
got from the
deal.
guy was his heel.
Oh goodness, Jacob.
Jacob, Achilles
Minus
heel. You
No,
did it. Sorry.
Minus
yeah,
two.
that might.
I don't
yeah.
get.
Yes, that was very
There's
good.
not a
Thank you.
score. Like, thank you.
There is though. Jacob's
Thanks for being
keeping
on my
track.
side, Jacob.
Okay, so that was 2.
Classic Achilles joke.
Thank you.
Motherwort.
Okay.
Ooh,
Motherwort is a lot of times the plants tell us what they're for with their name. Motherwort is telling us that mother helps with anxiety. Our nerves get a little, you know.
So similar to St. John's wort benefits, or
St. John's wort is another amazing one that grows all over here. I was going to name that one next. That's number 4. That one is actually I consider
great minds think alike.
for sure. I consider
Aw.
that one an antiviral. It does help, I think, but my herbal books say, especially I've studied some of the Native American traditions in this area, and the antiviral for St. John's wort. We also call it St. Joan's wort sometimes.
Okay.
Oh,
hmm
we do. I
Is
guess.
it named after St. Joan of Arc?
I
Possibly.
believe so. I believe so.
Oh, big fan. Big
Mhm.
fan. She could really wield a sword.
Look at her go.
Wow.
So
Oh, you know what? It's really hard for me to choose 5. I could have done 10, but I'm gonna go with.
Wait,
Go
can you
10.
do 10?
Just
because
do as many
yeah,
as
we
you
want to know
want.
5 more.
yeah, keep
Oh
going.
wow!
This is
yeah,
great.
this
You're
is
getting
great.
bored
This
after
is-
No,
4.
no.
Not
You're
with
just
us
lighting
on
our
board.
fire.
For goodness
Come
sakes.
on.
This is an
You're on the good
appetizer.
ship lollipop
Okay,
right here.
I can go
I'm on,
all
the
day.
edge, I'm on the edge of my seat to see if you say dandelions.
Well,
Yeah, pick a salad.
I
I
never
most
knew.
surely
loved
would.
it.
I most surely would say. I'll say it
Well,
right now for you. Dandelion.
Yeah.
They are dandy.
Dandelion.
No doubt. And
Oh,
delicious.
God, could
For
eat more.
sure. You know what's wild? We have a lot of Lyme disease in this area. Lyme
Yes.
disease is a really big problem for a
Yes,
lot of
it
people,
is.
even if we don't know about it. I had it. My whole family had it. I've
I
had it a
had
couple
it.
times. Yeah. Okay, it's a problem. Do you know what's growing on the side of the freeways? Like freeway exits lined with this stuff.
Sumac.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I want
Is
to
it
get
the
these.
yellow top
Purple
stuff?
loosestrife.
The yellow top stuff,
Uh,
I think, gives you really bad
It
blisters.
has
Garlic.
I'll give you some clues. It has really
Thistle.
spiky tops with like wildly spiky things coming out of it when it's in full bloom, but nobody
Thistle.
knows its name.
Not
It's very
thistle.
rarely known by name, but it's everywhere, and you can't stop seeing it once you know about it. It's called teasel.
Teasel.
Teasel is a drawing medicine, and
Okay.
it's everywhere, and yet it's invisible to us until we see it.
Hmm.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I like
This
that. It's
is
invisible
fascinating.
to us
Research.
Okay,
until we
I'm
see
doing it. I apologize for putting you on the spot while we're on the air, but I'm going to do it. You have to come back for a season 2 of this. Yes.
Are
part
you?
2.
I
Are
see.
you
some-
hypnotizing her?
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
I'm
this-
trying
that
to-
kind Joel, it's not that kind of show.
You will come back for section.
Yeah, the next show we'll be
part
sitting in a circle with
2.
candles
with
and
candles.
things in the middle.
I'd love to have you back because I want to hear so much more about this kind of thing. I think this stuff is fascinating. I think it's an often overlooked segment of our outdoors. Not only the food, but the remedy that exists out there. And I want to ask, is a lot of this based or was a lot of this used by the native tribes who were here in Wisconsin?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that some of how you learn what you learn based on what was used as medicine
Yes.
in previous centuries?
So I teach I teach folk herbalism, and because I'm a folk herbalist, so I'm not
What does that
certified.
mean?
That
What
means
does that mean?
folk herbalist means somebody who we are all folk herbalists. We are all herbalists. Women, it's our birthright in particular. We are born to use what's around us, whether we cultivate it in the garden or whether it grows wild just on its own. We go outside, we gather, we fill our basket, and we make food and medicine. That's just what we do. We don't need to pay money or to be approved or to be board certified. We just just for ourselves. If we want to go out like way beyond that and start massive whatever, then maybe that's appropriate. But we
Sure.
can all take care of ourselves and our family with what we can harvest from nature.
And everything is there. We just gotta know where to look for it. Like you were
Mhm.
talking about with the walnuts.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
acorns
there's
falling.
really
We
no
have everything
shortage.
right there as long as
There's
we know what to look
so
for.
much. So 2 months ago, I held a foraging clinic at my house, and wonderful Katie from our women's group, she has done a lot of certification and all sorts of stuff in foraging. And she came out and she's like, you have this, you have this. There were at least 20 things she rattled off my property that I didn't even know about.
Mhm.
And I don't spray any chemicals on my property. So I'm like, okay, you need to write all this down. I want to
Yep.
pick all of this because we have, to your point, we have so much stuff at our fingertips that we just don't know about.
So how do we preserve all of this? So once we pick it and
Well, one way is you can make a tincture.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. That's become such a cool word. I use that word all the time, but I have to be honest. I don't exactly know what a tincture is.
Ooh, let's talk tinctures.
But you brought
And you have a couple to
tinctures
talk
here.
about.
I have my two favorite tinctures. They have a yarrow tincture and a motherwort tincture.
Okay.
And,
what do they do?
Well, so first of all, what a tincture is it's a convenient way to preserve the plant medicine to be able to use it throughout the year. So you could just dry it, and you could dry the plant and make tea. Simple. The tea is the simplest. And then tincture is just the most convenient because it's all set in a travel-ready package that you don't even, let's face it, sometimes we don't even want to boil water. You
Right.
know?
yes.
Honestly.
I don't have that problem.
I mean,
I
most days,
constantly have hot water at my house for tea.
Oh gosh.
good.
I have my coffee maker. I just
Say
turn it
you're
to hot.
traveling.
Yeah.
You're traveling, you're in the airport. Yarrow is very protective. It even
Oh.
protects from radiation. So that's a legit thing when you're in the airport. Like
Yeah.
you want to be
Flights, you get quite a bit of radiation.
Yep, and it helps just to kind of fight off the general crud of stuffy nose, sore
Mhm.
throat kind of thing. You take your
Ooh.
yarrow and you're good to go.
So how do
Well,
you
what-
take it?
We were all throwing questions.
Okay, so you can simply take it directly in your mouth, but this tincture is a vodka base, which
Okay.
is the most common standard way to make a
An
tincture.
alcohol base.
Yeah, you can actually use any alcohol, but like vodka's your go-to. Just
Mm-hmm.
like a basic 80 proof vodka is your go-to for a tincture. And then you can travel with this. It never goes bad. I mean, it loses its potency after 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh.
Hopefully it was gone by
But
those
I mean,
years.
usually you would use it by then, yeah. So
So-
you can take it directly in your mouth, or you can just drop it in your water bottle.
Like this one that you have in your hand, the yarrow one, is that made from yarrow that you've picked here
It's made
in
from the
southeastern
yarrow
Wisconsin?
that literally just covers my yard.
Oh.
Really?
It just covers my
Joel, where's your
yard.
It's-
dad joke?
Yardo yarrow.
Yes, I didn't think of that one. That's a goodie. Yeah.
It's yard yarrow.
It's my yard.
Okay,
It's
I
right
think
from
yard
my
yarrow is better
yard.
than
Yeah, it
yardo.
covers my yard. So I thought, boy, what's this growing here for? Should I get rid of it and plant a garden? Well, why don't I just use what God provided?
And
Yeah.
it's that.
Oh,
I mean,
wonderful.
it's really you. I'm telling you, I'm sitting here, guys. I hope you're watching on Facebook because if you're seeing this woman's face, this is not. She's not peddling. She believes this. You believe this stuff that the yarrow has these qualities to help your immunity. And I gotta say, I'm one of those people who's kind of always skeptical, always on the fence. Spent 10 years in television news. And I'm a skeptical person. But what I have learned is the older I get and the more I learn, I've learned that there's a reason people have used these things for centuries. They wouldn't still be being used for the same thing they were being used for 200 years ago if there were not some efficacy in natural
Yep.
products.
Yeah, certainly. Can you tell us about your other tincture that you have?
Oh, okay. Let's move on to that. Get the philosophy out of here. What's in the other jug?
I did want to tell you like a little bit of proof here on the yarrow. I've raised a son to 16 and a half years old without ever giving him antibiotics.
Wow.
That's
Mhm.
fantastic.
That's
Nor
inc-
have I taken antibiotics myself in 16 years.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
So our family is able to take care of ourselves with this, and of course, no other pharmaceuticals either.
I feel like I hit the jackpot
And
today
your
because I
skin
can walk
is so
across the
clear
street.
and you're
Yeah.
perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're perfect.
Thank you.
And here I am, just
Here we are, Danielle.
not.
Here I am
You're
hanging,
better than me.
hanging on by a thread over here.
Oh,
I'm
Hey, when Joel
circling
walks
the
out,
drain.
throw some yarrow on him for God's sake.
So one
Yarrow.
quick yarrow story.
when we come back.
When we come back.
We'll get to that
Yay.
yarrow story. And our recipe of the week. This is Raised in Wisco. Bam-a-lam, have we got a show tonight? This is Joel Clayfish sitting alongside Danielle Fairman
Hello.
and Chef Ellie Lawton. Ellie Clark is here,
Bonjour.
the naturalist from Yellow Heart Sisters, and talking to us today, which is, I'm having a blast. This is so fascinating to me.
Yes.
The natural products she makes for wellness, the tinctures, the balms, the lip
Pit
stuff,
paste.
the pit paste, which is code for deodorant, which I
We're
learned.
only going to call it pit paste from
Yep.
now on.
From
From
now
here
on,
on out,
that's
it's
it.
pit paste.
Pit paste
Well,
and
not,
toothpaste.
not
Pit
that one.
paste and toothpaste.
I'm sure they probably have the other one.
Pit paste and toothpaste. Oh,
Now we
Ellie.
have a new line of products.
Hey, it
I
doesn't-
know. I just
Wait,
said my
it doesn't
wheels
all
are
stick.
turning already.
It does not all stick.
What are we gonna do?
Okay, so before our break, you were talking about yarrow story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gonna-
yeah,
yes,
a great
we
yarrow
gotta-
story, an
we're gonna go into our
example
food.
to prove to the doubters and the haters.
Oh,
Can
Haters are gonna hate.
yarrow really do the job? So a couple of years ago, I sent my kiddo out to go get eggs. Down to the farm down the road. He went on like a one wheel. You know what that is? So
Yeah.
it's like a skateboard on. Yeah.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
one wheels down to get eggs, and a few minutes later, I get a phone call from him that says, "Mom, can you come get me? I got bit by the farm dog. The
Oh.
dog didn't
Ooh.
like the one wheel. It freaked out and it clamped onto the meaty part of his calf and sunk its teeth
Oh,
deep
boy.
into his calf." And I go, "I'm on it." So I jump in my car, I go down the hill, quick jump out of the car, grab a handful of yarrow, pop it in my mouth, chew it up, because that's how you make a spit poultice. So that's like a
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
What?
Mhm.
You
So-
say yeah.
Yes.
That's
Spit
not
poultice.
normal.
Well, of
It is
course.
totally
Spit
not
poultice.
normal. What?
It is when you are out in
Pit
the
paste and
outdoors
spit
and you have to
poultice.
improvise.
you're in the outdoors and you have to improvise in its
Yeah.
survival.
So you're chewing this up to
so of course,
extract
yeah. So
the juice from
You're
it.
the coolest mom ever.
So my kid thinks so too. And then I arrive, he's like, "Here she comes again." Just spit out the yarrow, slap it on his leg.
Just regurgitate everything right there. Done.
I think that's called baby birding.
And I pack him home. And you can go to the hospital, and that I'm so grateful that the hospital's there, because most certainly I would go if I needed to. And I I'm careful to make that decision, but I'm like, I'm going to try this, because this is how we learn. You can learn in a classroom, or you can learn in life's classroom. And I'm
Life
talking about,
happens in 3D. That's what I love telling people.
so I'm like, okay, we're going to now heal a dog bite with our natural remedies provided by nature.
I
And
love that.
and when you are willing to take that risk on your own one and only child,
It's got
Well,
to.
that's when it gets real.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
another
That's real.
leg. We
And
can
I'm sure
figure
you
this
watched
out.
it very closely and
Watched it
carefully
very,
to make
very,
sure
very
it wasn't
closely.
getting infected and everything else.
Yes, and actually yarrow was the first thing we used, but I'm going to go actually to make it so much even more approachable and easy for you to implement right now. Any cut you get at any depth and any level of infection, you can heal yourself with just raw local honey.
Raw.
Oh, yeah, that's
Love
good.
Honey. It's called a honey
Honey.
Band-Aid. I want it to change your life right now. And it
I'm
will.
going
how-
to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
I have
honey
so many
Band-Aid.
questions.
A honey
And-
Band-Aid is the thing.
And it's, if you're a little hungry or got a taste for sweet, you've got
Done
it right
right
on.
You're
there.
good. So you just put a little honey on it. And so we covered that cut after we did the yarrow, and that was a really good thing because it's specific for deep wounds.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
pulled
fighting
it out,
infection.
And you put the honey on top.
And
of
then
it.
honey, and then you just change that Band-Aid. And honey actually turns to a natural hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, a little abrasive. a natural hydrogen peroxide in the body, and it heals the wound from the inside
Oh,
out.
that's fantastic. And
Completely.
honey's delicious. And you know what
Wow.
else is delicious?
The pit paste because it's edible.
I
Well,
don't
it's
know, I
food
didn't
grade.
eat-
It's
I don't
food
know
grade.
if It's food grade. Doesn't mean you're shit.
Joel's over here taking little bites of his pit
I'm
paste.
not taking bites of the pit paste. I lick it off after I put it on. Duh.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Speaking of licking things off,
Hey,
let's talk about the recipe.
Yes. Can we get to the recipe,
Yes.
please?
Danielle, you okay?
What is happening?
Recipe tonight. We are doing
paste.
duck chili over baked sweet potatoes.
Oh my
I love
Yum.
sweet
That sounds
potatoes.
amazing.
So, you guys,
Duck.
Why did we forget about all the
Does-
cool stuff we can actually put our wonderful homemade chilies on?
I don't
Does
know.
chili
You're
have
the
noodles
chef.
or no
Don't look
noodles?
at me.
No noodles.
Okay.
No.
No noodles.
Oh my
No
God, I love it.
noodles.
Okay, so I'm gonna run through
Beans
the
or no beans? That's the real
Beans.
debate.
Beans.
I'm a
We're-
no beans.
Well,
But I'll eat
well-
it with beans. I'll eat it with beans. I like
Well,
it
then
with
you can
want
beans.
just
beans?
bean
You
out
don't
of
want
here.
Noodles? What do
Oh.
you, it's just broth.
So, due
Yarrow
to
you.
time restrictions, I'm gonna go over
Worth
all
it.
the ingredients for this wonderful dish, and then Fantastic Megan Salad Bar will be posting all of the measurements and the directions on
And
our
George
Facebook
will be
page.
trying it. George Ermert.
So
our
you're gonna
number
start
one
out
listener.
some ground duck. Okay, you can get it at the grocery store, or you can harvest it yourself. Duck fat or bacon fat, ground cumin, red onions, 4 garlic cloves. I recommend 8. Fresh jalapeno peppers, red bell peppers, chili powder, dried oregano, cayenne pepper, salt, a little dark beer if you'd like, some stock, beef, chicken, mushroom. You can make your own mushroom stock, which is wonderful.
Yes, with Hen of the Woods.
A little tomato paste, canned tomatoes, beans, lots of beans, Joel. And
Sorry, I
then-
blew up.
More you too.
and then
more
your
you too,
to-
better feel.
Oh, okay, Danielle. And then your topping, sour cream, shredded cheese, cilantro, and then pour that over your amazing baked sweet potato with some nice, delicious salted butter.
Oh
I
my
cannot
gosh,
wait
that
till it's
sounds
Yes.
sold
amazing.
out.
Tell me though, real quick, when you put all those ingredients in the pot,
Yeah.
do you measure specifically or feel it out?
I always feel it out, but we'll post the measurements for this recipe so everyone
Oh,
can make it at
gosh.
home and then play with it. Your, fresh herbs, spices. You can add your wonderful mushrooms to it, whatever you want.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
Get
fantastic!
crazy with
what
it.
a perfect recipe as we head into the cooler months of the year. What an awesome show! I want to thank Ellie Clark for coming
Yes,
here.
Thanks,
Check
Allie.
it out. That is awesome. Are you on the internet? Real quick.
Wellnessofthewoods.com.
Wellnessofthewoods.com and wellness from Raised in Wisco. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.